Hello, today I'm making a bullet journal spread to organize and track the revision process of my fantasy novel, The Last Darkborn. I've just finished the first draft last week, very exciting stuff. While I do have a digital list with deadlines for revising, I prefer also having a bullet journal spread. We all already spend so much time behind the screen nowadays that having it down on paper makes it more meaningful somehow. Also because it's way more satisfying to cross off a completed task from your lists and to track your progress in an aesthetically pleasing way. So here I'm creating my first spread, which is a calendar to plan the revision process on a monthly basis. I added the 3 months that have already passed in 2021 because my slightly neurotic side can cope with a yearly calendar with only the remaining 9 months of 2021. So January to March were spent actually writing the first draft. April I decided to leave the first draft alone for a while so I can get back to it in May with a fresh pair of eyes. And it's a great tip to distance yourself from your story after your first draft to get that fresh perspective, notice things that you were too deep into the story for to have noticed in the first place, and get a better overall feel for the story you've written and thus what needs changing. For the rest of the year, I've planned more revisions, rounds of edits, and sending the story out to beta readers, then making more changes depending on those beta readers' feedback. The second spread breaks down the different steps of revision on the left side of the page and the progress tracker on the right side of the page. I've created 35 boxes for the 35 chapters of the story, crossing off each box. Once if I've analyzed a chapter, once again if I've revised that chapter, and completely coloring it in when I've finished the edits on that chapter. For the analysis of the draft, I'll start by reading it, of course, listing big problems and missing elements, and then going back to my story outline, plot embryos and character charts to make sure everything lines up, probably making adjustments along the way, and writing a new outline for draft 2. I really enjoy adding quotes from the first draft to get me motivated. This one is one of the first interactions from my enemies to friends duo. It says, "Please try not to get yourself killed," and then the other answers, "I'll try to spare you the inconvenience." It's not Shakespeare, but it does reflect the banter between these two characters very well, and it's my favorite relationship from the story so far, so I thought it would be cute to add it in and get me motivated. On the left side of the page, I've added more steps that follow the draft analysis, the actual rewriting. After that, I'll start the edits, where I'll focus less on story structure, more on the flow of a chapter and a scene, and doing line edits when you change the little things like replacing often used words and such. The third spread is all about beta readers. It's still quite empty because obviously I'm nowhere near sending it out to beta readers, but I was on a roll, so I thought I might as well add it. It breaks down more steps and also lists the traits of the ideal beta reader. This is quite important to me personally because it's not the best idea to let your friend who hates fantasy novels read your fantasy novel. If it's not their kind of genre, chances are they won't like it anyways. So instead ask beta readers who are really into the genre you're writing, because their feedback will be way more useful. Then on the right I'll be adding all the names of the beta readers, which feels kind of exciting and, like a self-fulfilling prophecy, making space for the people who one day will read your book. That would get any writer excited, I think. So these were my revision bullet journal spreads. I hope this inspired you in some way, shape or form, and that this helps you to get motivated to write. Thanks for watching!